The Indian Ministry of Defense has signed a contract worth 62,370 Indian rupees crore with Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL, for 97 TEJAS MK-1A light combat aircraft, including 68 single-seat fighters and 29 twin-seater trainers, one of the largest indigenous military aviation deals in India's history. Deliveries of the TEJAS MK-1A will begin in 2027 to 28 and be completed over 6 years, significantly strengthening the Indian Air Force's IF combat fleet with advanced 4.5 generation multi-role fighters. The TEJAS MK-1A features major upgrades, including the indigenous UTTAM AESA radar, Swayam Raksha Kavach electronic warfare suite, mid-air refueling, and advanced avionics, with more than 64% indigenous content and 67 new local items compared to earlier deals. Over 105 Indian companies will participate in producing and supplying key components, projected to create around 11,750 jobs annually across the 6-year production period, boosting India's aerospace industry and supporting SMEs. Combined with the earlier order of 83 TEJAS MK-1A aircraft, the IF will field nearly 180 units of this indigenous fighter in the next decade, ensuring operational standardization, logistical efficiency, and increased national self-reliance in defense. Hyderabad-based T-Works, India's premier hardware prototyping center, is now developing indigenous fighter aircraft simulators to reduce dependence on imported systems. The goal is to cut costs by roughly 1/3 compared to foreign purchases, and to retain control over maintenance, software upgrades, and customization. These simulators are expected to incorporate AR/VR, advanced cockpit instrumentation, physics-accurate aerodynamics, and AI-based enemy/environment modeling to simulate modern combat and electronic warfare. The design will be modular so that the simulator platforms can be adapted for multiple aircraft types, e.g. TEJAS, Su-30 MKI, Rafale, future AMCA, as needed. Although still in prototype stage, T-Works aims to deliver a working version within 24 to 30 months and eventually establish a dedicated simulation manufacturing line in Hyderabad, potentially making it a defense training hub. VyomIC, a Chennai-based space startup founded by IIT Madras alumni, plans to build India's first private global GPS, PNT, constellation offering centimeter-level positioning and nanosecond-level timing. The company has raised $1.6 million in pre-seed funding, led by Speciale Invest, with VyomIC Capital and DVC, to build a LEO-based PNT payload, conduct demonstration missions, and scale operations. Their constellation will use low Earth orbit, LEO, satellites rather than traditional higher orbits, aiming for faster convergence time, stronger signal power, and better performance in urban/signal-contested environments. A standout capability is indoor PNT, enabling navigation inside buildings or enclosed spaces, which current GNSS systems struggle with. Security is a core design goal. The system aims to resist spoofing and jamming to support defense, critical infrastructure, autonomous systems, and other high-assurance applications. The Ministry of Defense is reviving 2 defunct advanced landing grounds, ALGs, near the line of actual control, Chushul in Ladakh and Anini in Arunachal Pradesh. Chushul ALG lies just 4 km west of the LAC at about 14,000-foot elevation. Historically, it was used in 1962 when and 12 aircraft airlifted AMX, 13 tanks. The anticipated runway upgrades at Chushul would allow it to handle transport aircraft like the Airbus C-295 and C-130J for small-scale airlift operations. Anini LG in the Dibang Valley had a rudimentary runway, almost equals 1.5 km, and was never fully operational. The Arunachal government has pushed for its revival, and MOD/IF teams have inspected it. The revival of these ALGs aims to enhance rapid deployment, logistics, UAV/helicopter operations, surveillance, and forward air power projection in sensitive border areas with China. ISRO has invited research proposals from Indian scientists for its upcoming Venus orbiter mission, Shukrayaan. The call encourages use of archival data from past international Venus missions, NASA, ESA, Roscosmos, JAXA, in addition to planning for future datasets. The thematic areas for proposals include morphology, surface topography, atmospheric dynamics, ionospheric interactions, and subsurface exploration of Venus. Proposals are due by November 15, 2025. Selected projects will typically run over a 3-year timeline. ISRO will provide financial support and academic backing for data processing, analytical tools, etc., to approve projects aiming to strengthen India's planetary science base.